Well, you may not have heard of the name of Sonny Johnson a few months ago, but if you're one of the millions who tuned into a Prairie Home Companion in Bemidji, you probably remember his voice. For this week's In Focus, Jamil Donath sits down in the studio with a 19-year-old Red Lake musician as he prepares to release his first album.
Only 19 years old, Sonny Johnson is fine-tuning the final touches of his first album.
It's titled Follow the Fox, and it's 11 original tracks.
The Red Lake musician has been strumming the strings of a guitar since 7th grade. Then came the singing,
Don't care for you.
And most recently, the young talent added songwriting to his repertoire.
Indie, blues, rock type of thing.
After one semester in college, Johnson decided to focus on his music.
Decided to kind of go the, I guess I like to say, like the true blue route of whatever, being a poor, starving musician.
But it was just a few months ago when this self-established artist was thrown into the spotlight. Johnson was a guest performer on a Prairie Home Companion's live show in Bemidji back in November.
That was amazing exposure, so I was really thankful.
Outside of putting together his new album here in the studio, Johnson also performs at many local bars and cafes in the area.
My dream would be playing theaters and, for, smaller crowds. How about Straight Jacket?
Bemidji producer Gary Berger let the sprouting singer use his recording studio. His girlfriend did the album cover art.
Figured it'd be cool to have her do the artwork. Why not? She's an artist, Plus, it's free. Just kidding.
As a Red Lake tribal member, the Native American artist has also become a role model for Native youth.
Young kids come up to me and, talk to me about how they like my music and, how they ask me about how I started singing.
Johnson says his music isn't really inspired by his culture. His songs are more about his personal struggles.
The first verse has to do with cheating. My way.
But it all ends on a happy note. For this week's In Focus, Jamil Donath, Lakeland News.
Johnson does not yet have an official release date, but he hopes to debut his album this spring.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.